Pilates today. Today we're going to be working on our posture. So we're going to draw those shoulders down back as our focus, keeping that spine long. So we're going to start off coming to the edge of your mat, rolling those shoulders down and back. Keeping that T-zone tight, drawing up through that core, up from that pubic bone up to the belly button, in across from hip bone to hip bone. We'll just draw those shoulders up and then shrug them down. Really drawing them down and back as we do that. Great job. So we're going to add a roll down stretch to begin with. So we're going to tuck that chin in, create those soft knees. So bending the knees if you need, slowly rolling down, coming to wherever the hands fall. Taking an inhale breath here and then exhaling as we roll back up, soft bend in the knees. And roll through those shoulders. Inhale, exhale, tuck that chin, rolling down nice and slowly, coming to wherever the hands fall. And then exhaling back up. Remembering to keep that soft bend in the knees, protect that lower back. One more. And slowly rolling back up. Roll through those shoulders. Tighten that core. We're going to add a walk out into this one now. So if that's too much, stick with the rolling up and down. Otherwise, we're going to come down, rolling through nice and slowly. And then we're going to walk the hands out nice and slowly out into a plank. One breath here. Exhale, walk those hands back to the toes. Inhale, exhale as we roll back up. Roll those shoulders down and back. Great job. Inhale. Exhale. Tuck that chin, rolling down. Bending those knees if you need. Coming down nice and low if you would like. Inhale for one breath. Exhale, walking back. Inhale here. And exhale, slowly rolling up. Great job. So you can stick with the plain rollouts or the roll up and down. We're going to add a push up into this one now. So tucking that chin, rolling down. We're going to walk the hands out fully. And on that breath, we're going to push down, exhale, pushing up. And walking those hands back. Inhale, exhale, rolling up. Going for 5 more of those. Rolling down. Walking those hands out nice and slowly. Go at your own pace. Inhale, exhale, push up. Use that forceful exhale in that breath. Roll through those shoulders at the top. Focusing on that nice, strong posture. Walk those hands out into plank. Push up. If you need to, you can drop those knees down for the push up as well, if that would be easier for you. Roll those shoulders, inhale, exhale, tuck that chin, rounding through that spine, walk those hands out. Great job, stay strong. We've got 1 more to go, walk those hands back in, inhale, slowly releasing back up. Roll those shoulders, last one, exhale. Inhale, exhale, walk those hands out. Inhale, coming down, exhale, push up. Walking those hands back. And just holding here, wherever those hands fall, you might like to grab hold of the elbows, bring the hands behind the calves, whatever feels good for you. Push through those fingers, and we're just going to bend one leg at a time. So we inhale, exhale, stretch. Inhale, swap. So we're getting a nice stretch through the back of that calf. Into the hamstring here. Great job. Can have those bent elbows. Well done. Placing both hands on the ground, bending through our left knee. We're going to open up with the right hand, getting a nice twist. Breathing, looking up towards that hand, or if that's too much on the neck, keeping the hand down. Inhale, bring that hand back down to the mat. Bending through that opposite knee as we open up through that left shoulder. 2 breaths here. And releasing that hand down. Slowly rolling up Bending through those knees if you need, and rolling those shoulders. So coming down on the back now to work through our abdominals. So we're going to come down, relaxing through those shoulders, drawing them down and back with our neutral spine, feet flat on the floor. So we're going to go for an abdominal curl here with a leg lift. So we're going to bring the hands behind the head, the elbows nice and wide, chin tucked in, so keeping that neutral spine, nice natural arch. Just play with that foot position. They should be about hip width apart. So we'll just go for a few ab curls without the leg lift to begin with. So exhale, curling up, inhale, lower down. So as we exhale, we're squeezing those ribs to the hips, keeping the eyes on the knees. And we're using that forceful exhale as we curl up, inhale, lower down. Making sure those elbows stay wide. They're just there to support the head. We're not using them to pull on that neck. So adding a leg lift in here. This time we exhale, lower that foot down, other side. Adding that lift foot in with that abdominal curl. So we lift that leg up and then curl straight up towards it. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Great job. If this lift isn't for you, just stick with that curl without the leg lifts. Two more each side. Keep those elbows wide, shoulders down and back. We're focusing on that good posture today. One more. And releasing down, bringing those hands back beside the body. We're going to imprint the spine now, coming up into tabletop for toe taps. So the legs are at 90 degrees. We're going to exhale, tap the toe, inhale, back up. Just tapping nice and gently with that toe. Draw those shoulders down and back. We're drawing that tailbone down into the mat. Exhale, tap the toe, inhale, back up. Making this one easier, we tap closer to the bottom. Or if you'd like to make it harder on those abdominals, we're reaching that toe out as far as we can. As long as we don't arch that spine, maintain that imprinted spine. If you find you're losing that, you just want to make that movement a little bit smaller. Great work. Exhale, tap. Exhaling out the mouth, inhale through the nose. One more each side. And releasing those feet down. And for a single leg stretch next for a few, and then we're going to go into straight leg stretch. So single leg stretch, we come up into tabletop, grabbing hold of that left knee, drawing and extend. So you might like to start with the shoulders down on the mat, or you can choose to stay in this position. Otherwise, we're curling up into that curl. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, swap. Working through the abs here. Obviously, if the head's down, it's much less work on the abdominals. So up to you. You might like to go for a few and then drop the head down for a few. Just have that nice stretch through the legs. Great job. You can make it easier. Extend high, harder. We're extending nice and low to the floor. Really activating the core. T-zone tight. Draw those shoulders down and back. Keeping the chin tucked in. One more each side. And returning those legs back to tabletop. Holding here. If you need to take a break, you can rest the feet down. So straight leg stretch. We extend both legs up. And if this one's not for you, you can go back to that single leg stretch if you need. So legs extended here. And we can also do this one with the head down. So legs are extended. And basically it's a lowering of the legs. So we're going to be lifting up. So with the breathing for this one, it's a huff, huff. Inhale back up. So the exhale is a 2 puff breath. Inhale through the nose for 1. draw that leg in, getting that stretch through the back of the leg. So if that's not for you, you can rest that head down with any neck pain and still continue with that, or go back to the bent leg. Otherwise, we're curling up. Really focus on that breath. Gets us nice and low and helps us with that movement back up, engaging through the abdominals. Great job. One more each side. And releasing, stretching those arms and legs out. Great job. We're going to work through the bottom next for a pelvic curl. So staying in this position, you might like to bring those feet a little bit closer to the bottom. Taking a nice deep breath. And exhale. So this one we want to tighten through that tummy. We're going to inhale T-zone. Exhale as we tuck the pubic bone towards the belly button. Pushing up off the mat. Squeezing that bottom at the top. Inhale. Exhale as we roll back down. One vertebrae at a time. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale. Scooping that belly out. Peeling up off the mat. One vertebrae at a time. Inhale, exhale, rolling back down. So just going with your breath. Really squeezing those glutes to the top. We want to push through the heels here. Draw those shoulders down and back into the mat. Really scooping that belly up. If you do have any lower back pain, this one's nicer to come up in the one movement rather than the vertebrae by vertebrae. But if your spine feels good today, coming up with that rolling up and down, similar to the roll down stretch. Great job. On the next one, we're going to hold at the top. So holding that bottom up. And we're going to go for opening. So keeping the feet flat here. We're just opening the knees out slightly. So it's an exhale, open. Inhale, close. Squeezing those glutes. Great job. Draw those hips up. Don't let those hips drop down. Feeling those glutes start to burn. Breathing through it. Exhale, open. Inhale, close. Keep that T-zone tight. Great job. So staying here. Otherwise, we're going to finish off with 5 single leg lifts. So holding that bottom up. We're going to exhale, extend up. Inhale, lower down. 1, 2. Stick with those openings if you need. Squeeze that bottom up. Last one. And slowly rolling back down, hugging those knees into the chest and taking that rock from side to side or circling those knees around, giving that lower back a massage. Great job. And releasing the feet down. We're going to come over onto the side now for our side lying series to work the bottom. So coming onto our side, we've got our arm out stretched. One line from our hand, shoulder, hip and the feet. So we're going to start with a bent leg lift, yeah. So we're going to lift that top leg up, rotate the toe down so that it is pointing towards the floor. We're sweeping it out in front of the body, bringing it down to the floor, and it's an exhale lift, inhale lower. Keeping those hips stacked, draw those shoulders down and back. Making this one easier, you can rest that toe down between each one and just make that movement nice and small. Or harder, we're going to lift higher and challenge yourself to keep that toe off the floor. At least going for a few and then taking a break when you need one. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Engage through that core. Great work, feeling those glutes warming up. 3 more. And releasing down, bringing that foot back so it's in line with the bottom. Just check in with those feet. Taking a breath in here, we're lifting that top leg up again. And this time we're going to still rotate that toe down. So this one's called hot potato. So we inhale, sweep forward. Exhale, we pulse down twice. Inhale, sweep back. Pulse down twice. So we inhale, sweep. Exhale, pulse. So just go nice and slowly with this one. Those hips stay stacked. There should be no moving in the hips. So make sure we're controlling using that core and stabilizing through the bottom, through those glute muscles. Great job. Really focus on that breath. Glutes are on fire. Great job. Let's go 2 more. Last one. And releasing. Great job. Last one on this side. Nice little quick booty burn. We've got our rectangles. So again, extend that leg long, pointing through the toe. Inhale, T-zone here. We draw our rectangle. So we draw forwards and up, back and down with the leg. So we inhale for 2 sides of the rectangle. Exhale for 2 sides. Making this one easier, we make those rectangles smaller. Or if you'd like to make it harder, you can make those rectangles bigger. My glutes are on fire. Make sure that bottom leg stays bent. That's our supporting leg. And going back the other way for 3. So rotate the direction your leg was going. 1 more. And release. Great job. Give that hip a rub. We're going to flip over and do the same thing on the other side. So extending that arm long. One hand from our hand, hip and feet. So the feet are in line with the bottom here. Going to extend that long for our single leg lift. Rotate that toe down, sweep the foot forward and place the foot onto the floor. Keep that bottom leg bent, hips are stacked. T-zone tight. I'm going to exhale, lift, inhale, lower. So that leg, the toe and the knee are rotated downwards throughout this exercise and it's coming out in front. So again, make it easier. You can rest that toe and just make that movement nice and small. To make it easier or harder, we're going to lift higher and keep that toe off the floor. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Engage that T-zone. Well done. Last 3, go nice and big if you can. 2. And last 1. And release that leg back in. Great job. Check in with those feet that they're still in line with the bottom. We've got our hot potato next, so extend that top leg up. Rotate that toe down again. Going to inhale, sweep, exhale, pulse twice. Inhale, sweep back, pulse down twice. So we exhale for the pulses. Inhale, sweep, exhale, pulse. Making this movement nice and small. Really activating through the glute muscles. All those deep muscles we don't use very much. You can really feel them during this one. Great job. Focus on that breath. Inhale, sweep. Forceful exhale, pulse down twice. Making it harder, you can make this movement bigger. 2 more. And releasing back in. Great Great job. Finishing this side with those rectangles. Check in with those feet. Extend that top leg long. We inhale forward, up, exhale back and down. So we're drawing a rectangle with the leg, hips stacked, T-zone tight. You might start nice and small. That makes it easier. Or you can make it harder by making those rectangles bigger. Focus on that breath. Inhale for 2 sides, exhale 2 sides. Nice deep breathing. Oh, this one's hurting. Let's rotate back the other way. One more. And releasing. Great job. Give that hip a rub. Great work. We are going to come onto the tummy now to work the arms. So we're going to do freestyle today. So with freestyle, we're going to do the legs and then the arms, and then we'll put the arms and legs together. So freestyle legs, we're going to rest the head down on the hands, extend those legs straight off the hips, pointing through the toe. When we're in this tummy position, really important to tuck that pubic bone under and keep the T-zone tight so we're protecting that lower back. And we're going to keep the eyes down on the mat at all times so we don't strain the neck. So inhale T-zone here, exhale as we start pulsing those legs up and down. Option to lift. Go nice and slowly, otherwise we're pulsing up and down, kicking as if we were doing freestyle. Rest that head down on the hands. Tuck that pubic bone into the mat. Draw those shoulders down and back, keeping the chin tucked in, eyes down. Great job. Keep pulsing. 3 more breaths. And releasing down. Taking a breath. Just rocking those hips from side to side on the mat. Releasing any tension. And releasing. So freestyle arms, we reach out in front, keeping the head down. So option for an easier option is lifting one arm at a time, if that works for you. Otherwise, we pick both arms up and we pulse. So when you're ready, lifting up, you might like to go for a few breaths and then take a break. It is quite a tough one. Once we add the legs, it's a full body workout, working so many different muscles. Pulsing those arms up and down. 3 more breaths. And releasing that head down. 2 deep breaths. Well done. So we're going to put the arms and legs together now. So option for that easier option is alternate arm, alternate leg. We exhale, lift, inhale, lower. If you would like to go for full freestyle, we're trying to coordinate those arms and legs, but don't focus on that too much. So we want to lift up and pulse those arms up and down. Inhale for a few, exhale for a few. Again, take that break when you need it. Keep those eyes down on the mat. Taking a rest when you need it. And then picking back up again when you can. Drop to that alternate lift if you need. 3 more breaths. And releasing. Great job. Pushing up into our press stretch. You can keep your knees together or your knees wide. Whatever you need today. Really reaching with those arms. Coming up onto those fingertips, getting a nice stretch under the arms. You might like to bring the head down, or you can rest the head on something if you need. Really reaching with those fingers, keeping it nice and active. today's class with hinge, so that is working through our quads through the front of the legs. So we're going to come up onto the knees so that our hips are directly on top of the knees. We're going to bring the arms up with the palms facing in, draw those shoulders down and back. Focus on that string, drawing that head up, keeping that shoulders down and back. So we're going to tuck the pubic bone under here. As we inhale, we lean back. Exhale, returning up. So we feel this one through there. Keep that core on. Inhale, lower. Exhale, back up. So make sure we are leaning back so we're nice and straight, leaning like a falling tree, not sitting the bottom back. So we want to make sure we're tucking that pubic bone under. This might just be a slight movement for you too. I have quite tight quads and I find I can't go very far with this one. So if you're feeling good, making it hard, you can really lean back into that one as long as you keep that core tight. Otherwise, just a nice small movement. Feel free to put more padding under the knees if you need. Inhale, lower. Exhale, back up. Great job. Keeping those eyes forward. Focusing on that good posture. If you'd like, we can add an opening arm to this. So we lean back, open out through that chest. Inhale back and return the body. So we inhale, lower, exhale, open the arms, return the arms, return the body. Nice chest opener here. Staying strong through that core, it's holding us all together. Protect that lower back, tuck that pubic bone. Great work, let's go 3 more. Either with the arms opening or without, whatever you need today. One more. And releasing down. Great job. Coming onto all fours for a nice cat stretch. So we're going to exhale here, round through that spine. Tuck that chin in. Inhale as we drop the belly, looking forward. Exhale back. Inhale, drop the belly. Going nice and slow with this one. And releasing back to neutral. We're going to stretch the glutes. Now we're going to bring our left knee forward. Aim is to get that leg on that 90-degree angle, but it's quite tricky. So wherever it falls, stretching through that left bottom with the left foot in front. So you might like to stay up nice and high, or you might choose to come down onto the elbows. Or even bring those hands out in front, releasing the head to the mat or a cushion. Whatever feels good. We want to even out those hips. 5 nice deep breaths here. Or feel free to stay longer if you feel you need it. One more. And slowly walk those hands back under the shoulders. Option here is to push up into a plank. Otherwise, just swapping sides. Bring that right knee under. Coming down to stretch that glute. So staying up nice and high. So really feeling it through this bottom. And then when you're ready, you might like to come down a little bit lower. Staying here if that's good for you. Otherwise, you can reach the arm down in front, bring that chest to the floor. You can place a cushion or a block under the head. Evening out those hips, breathing nice deep breaths here, 4 more breaths. walking those hands back up, coming back up, and just rolling through those shoulders one more time. Really thinking about that posture for the rest of the day, drawing those shoulders down and back, remembering not to hold too much tension in those shoulders. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day.